Hey, welcome back to Inside the Vandals. Joining us now, women's basketball coach Jon Newlee. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
Great to be here.
Well, Coach, for the first time in 29 years, conference regular season champs. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your team?
Well, I think, for our team, it was our goal to come into this year to be the regular season champs. Certainly it was huge for us, huge for the Vandal Nation, I think, to get the first time in 29 years a conference championship. Clinch it with a couple games to go is nice. I thought our kids just did a great job out there on Saturday.
What was it like? How cool was it to win it in front of the home crowd? Over 1,000 fans at Memorial Gym, biggest crowd of the year.
Yeah, biggest crowd since I've been here.
Really?
I'm going to say it had to be. I'm pretty sure in 6 years, and it was great. The energy was great in Mem. People were into it, and a great game for them to see. It was quite a battle, and I thought the crowd really helped us get over the hump there in the second half.
Yeah, the crowd was huge. Now, talking about the game, it was a strange game because Seattle U, looking at the stat sheet, they shot a better percentage than you guys. They out-rebounded you, though, by only 1 point. But still, you could say they outplayed you guys, and yet you guys got the win. How were you guys able to overcome really a good performance by Seattle U?
Yeah, I thought they did a great job, especially defensively. I thought they got out to our shooters pretty good, better than they did in Seattle. But I also think, we battled, man. We just battled. We got down. We didn't panic. Our team doesn't panic when we get down, and we've executed great in close games all year long. And I felt comfortable when it got down to the last minute that we could pull it out just because we've done so well in close games. But give Seattle credit. They played good and they played hard, but we played a little better.
To win the close games like that, you talk about that. To win close game after close game, the last three at home or against Grand Canyon and against Utah Valley and this one, you guys have done so well in close games. What does that do for your team?
That just gives us a lot of confidence. We had a lot of close games last year, and I thought our freshmen and our young players really, went through the fire last year, and they understand coming into this year what it takes, and the confidence of winning the tournament and playing in the NCAAs. I think just gave them that extra bolt of confidence that when the games got tight or games got close, they trust what we're doing as coaches. They trust each other out on the floor, and that things are going to go right. And I think with that trust comes the confidence to be able to execute down the stretch.
Now you talk about the defense getting into you guys a little bit in that first half. Did you guys make an actual adjustment of some kind at halftime, or was it more just let's calm down, let's go out and play our game?
It was more like, we made a couple adjustments. We wanted to go inside early in the second half, and I thought we did with Allie.
Yeah. And
really took it to him. I think we were taking some rush shots in the first half and not great looks, and so we wanted to go inside early and really stick it to him and then kind of move from there, inside-out game, and I thought we executed that nicely.
Now that three-point play by Stacy, such a huge play down there at the end, almost an NBA-like move. But anyway, did you guys set that play up? Was that the design, or did the play break down? What was your play call in that timeout before she actually had the three-point play?
Yeah, we've been working on Stacy's spinning 360, get hit and make the bank shot. Yeah, we've worked hard on that this year, Tom. No, we were going to try to get the ball to Alyssa on the block. They did a good job of defending that. When the play broke down, we said, hey, if it does break down, we got to get to the rim. We want to try to get to the rim, and who better to do that than Stacy? So when it kind of broke down, she got that ball out on top and made a fantastic play to finish.
And then on the other end of the floor, down at the end of the game, what did you guys do in forcing those two stops of Seattle U, forcing two turnovers?
I will say, defensively, we executed the plan. I kind of had a good idea of what they were going to do. We've seen them in close games on film. I thought down there at the stretch, our players really listened at the timeout. We were going to get out. We weren't going to foul any three-point shooters. We weren't going to, and no three-point plays. And I think they were going to try to get the ball into Sal, we thought, and they did. And Stacy had great hands on the pass to knock that down. And then the last play, we weren't going to let them shoot the three. We were going to contest it, but if they went to the rim, we were just going to let them go. And that's why when 4 took off for the rim and everybody backed off, well, it was because we told them to. We were not going to foul anybody going toward the rim, and so we let her take that. I thought the worst case scenario, we'll take the ball out of bounds and we're going to win this thing at the foul line.
Yeah, how happy were you? Just 4 came into the game. It was her first time in she hadn't played the entire game. How happy were you with the way that scenario worked out with her ended up taking that elbow jump shot?
Bizarre is the only way I can put it, man. I don't know what was going on there, really, what she was even doing in the game. But, our plan was the same no matter who had the ball. And, you know, if they want to go to that, then they did, but it worked out for us for sure.
You guys actually had more offensive rebounds than Seattle you did in this game. Were you happy with your team's effort on the glass?
Yes, and that is another thing we talked about at halftime of get on the glass. And I specifically told Alyssa, you know, you got to help Allie out, and everybody else, we got to fly in there and we got to get some boards. Because we worry about them in transition, so we only were sending 2 to the glass. And it turned out that we only won at the glass for a while. So, you know, we had to get better. And Marin, I thought, came in and did a good job on the O boards as well. So that really helped us out. We got more aggressive on the offensive boards, and we got some extra looks.
Now, Brooke Riley didn't play in that game. Obviously, you know, big loss not having her because she plays huge minutes. Any idea on her status going forward, or just not sure at this point?
Not sure, man. I guess it's just day to day. You know, keeping our fingers crossed that you know, it'll resolve itself. And, you know, we got great trainers and great team doctors, man.
Sure.
And, you know, I'm just hoping that she's ready to go by the time we hit Las Vegas.
Now, 2 more games at home, but now you guys have already clinched. You know what your seed will be in the tournament. You're pretty much sure of who you'll be playing as well. What's the objective of these next 2 home games?
Well, we want to stay sharp. We want to stay focused. You know, we don't want to lose anything that we have going. You know, we don't want to lose our momentum. And I think that's going to be key for us to continue to practice hard and get out there and play hard on Thursday and Saturday. Certainly Saturday with senior day coming up. I know we'll be playing hard, you know, for our seniors. You know, Chicago State, we got to get after them. You know, we've all seen what happens. We blow people out on the road and they come in here and play us well. So I will be reminding them of that today at practice, and hopefully we'll just keep focused and keep playing hard.
Is there anything you do differently as a coach just to try and keep your team focused when these 2 games, you mentioned the senior day, so that'll be big, but when the games don't have any actual meaning in terms of the standings?
We'll just talk about it a little bit. I think our players are mature enough now and focused enough that, you know, they want to finish with the best record they can. You know, they don't want to lose any momentum, and they want to win. You know, the bottom line is I got a bunch of players that want to win games, and they're not going to go out and play any less hard just because it technically wouldn't mean anything in the standings.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. A huge conference championship, first time in 29 years. We appreciate you stopping by.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Up next, we hear from Alyssa Charleston, Idaho senior Alyssa Charleston. This was right after the Seattle U game on what it means to her to have a WAC conference regular season title.
I mean, it's a surreal feeling. It's similar to winning the WAC championship last year. The whole season we've just been humble, you know, and everything we get is such a cool accomplishment. It's a crazy feeling.
So you hear from Alyssa Charleston there, Joey. She's been such a key part of this program. Been here all 4 years. She's the all-time leader in games played for this program. So just awesome to see her react there, and obviously super exciting to win the WAC regular season championship.
Yeah, you look at last year when they won the WAC tournament, they seemed to be the team that no one really knew about, the underdogs, but now they have a target on their back. And when you look at the Vandal men, Tom, the question is, can they get rolling before Vegas? Only 2 games left. They're both on the road. Seems like must-win situations before you get ready for the tournament.
You have to think, Joey, that with these 2 games, if you don't win these games, how do you engineer the momentum to just get it going in the WAC tournament? You got to get some momentum here. You got to get that offense rolling again. And you need these 2 games, and of course for the women, they have 2 games. Their seed is already clinched in the WAC tournament, so these games really don't mean anything, but of course they still want to play well.
It's still critical times, and it has to do all with momentum. Both the Vandal men and the Vandal women want all the energy and momentum in their way when they get ready for Vegas.
Hey, well, thanks for joining us another week on Inside the Vandals. We'll be back here again next week.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next week when Inside the Vandals returns.